Choosing the right flour can make a significant difference in the items that you bake. The most common flours include all-purpose, bread, cake, double zero, and semolina flour. The main difference amongst them is the protein content, which determines the gluten content. That gluten will determine how elastic or crumbly your final product is. We can line them up to see where they stack, starting from the least protein to the highest protein content. First, we have cake flour with less than 8%, pastry flour 8 to 10%, all-purpose 10 to 12%, and bread flour with more than 12%. The exact percentages can vary from brand to brand, but they should fall within those ranges. While some flours can technically be used interchangeably, they will affect the texture, height, and crust of the baked good. Think about it this way. Higher protein flours produce large air bubbles, a more open crumb, and a chewier texture. Less protein produces smaller bubbles and less elasticity, so the result is softer and more tender. So lower protein flours are better for cakes, muffins, and pastry doughs, while higher protein flours are better for making breads with more structure. All-purpose flour sits right in the middle, so it can be used to make breads on either side of the spectrum with some compromise to the final result, but its versatility gives it the name of all-purpose. We should also mention semolina flour. Semolina is made from a harder wheat and is higher in protein and gluten. Because it is higher in gluten, it is often used for pastas without the need for eggs. It is also used for pizza dough. Double zero refers to the size of the grind of the flour. The range starts at 2, 1, 0, and double zero being the finest. This is an Italian technique, which is why most of these flours come from Italy. These flours can either be conventional wheat or semolina, but are most commonly used for pizzas and pastas. Lastly, we do carry a couple gluten-free flours. While these do not contain gluten, options like Cup for Cup should behave just like all-purpose flour. On the other hand, some might be looking for a high-protein flour for fermentation. When making something like sourdough, the fermentation process eats up the proteins. The more protein, the longer you can ferment the dough. Our preferred brand for conventional flours is King Arthur, Central Milling being our preferred organic flour vendor, and Caputo, our preferred for all pizza and pasta producers. The Chef's Warehouse does carry a wide range of flours and is always adding more.